Lamine Yamal continues to etch his name in the history books for both club and country. The Barcelona winger showed no signs of sluggishness in his first game back from international duty. Hansi Flick's side had revenge on the mind as they faced Girona, a side that fired 8 goals past the Catalans in 2 matches last season. Yamal opened the game, scoring in the 30th minute. The 17-year-old caught David Lopez attempting to play the ball out the back and dispossessed the defender just outside the box. Suddenly, Yamal was through on goal and made no mistakes with his left foot to send. A strike past Paulo Gazzaniga. Just 7 minutes later, Yamal would punish Girona again. Mitchell's men failed to properly clear Rafinha's free kick, leaving the ball to trickle right to the feet of a streaking Yamal. The Spain international buried a powerful strike into the back of the net, giving Gazzaniga no chance at stopping the effort. There are 2 main questions which could have a major bearing on the outcome of the hearing into the 115 charges Man City are facing, according to reports. An independent commission hearing to examine 115 charges laid by the Premier League against the citizens is set to begin on Monday. Man City, who have won the Premier League 4 times in a row, face a huge points deduction or even expulsion from the league if found guilty of the serial cheating they are accused of. A guilty verdict for Man City could also prompt a slew of compensation claims from other Premier League clubs and even potentially affect diplomatic relations between the United Kingdom and the United Arab Emirates, where City owner Sheikh Mansour is a deputy prime minister. Mbappé really announced himself at the start of September as he struck both goals in a 2-0 win over Real Betis, and he made it 3 goals in 2 games as his penalty helped Madrid to victory at Real Sociedad on Saturday. The 25-year-old scored on his competitive debut for Madrid as they beat Atalanta 2-0 in the UEFA Super Cup. He would have to wait a little while before his next goal for the club, though, as Los Blancos made a somewhat inauspicious start to the season, drawing 2 of their first 3 league games. Adrien Rabiot has agreed to join League One giants Marseille, the French side have confirmed. Rabiot has been a free agent since his Juventus contract expired in the summer and was in no rush to agree to his next move, happy to wait until the transfer window had closed to find the best offer available. Manchester United, who are long-term admirers of Rabiot, were once again heavily linked with the midfielder, but it is Marseille who have won the race for his signature pending a medical. At Liga giants Real Madrid have on Sunday been dealt an altogether considerable blow on the personnel front. This comes amid confirmation that the key member of the club's front line is expected to be sidelined long term. As per a report from Blancos insider Guillermo Rai of The Athletic, Brahim Diaz will be out for almost 3 months with a right adductor injury. It is described at Real Madrid as a very sad diagnosis. Ansu Fati was expected to recover and return to action after the September international break. However, the match between FC Barcelona and Girona came too soon for him, and now he seems set to return in the upcoming UEFA Champions League game against Monaco on Thursday. If Flick had all his squad available, Fati would have found it very difficult to get opportunities to play. Although he did impress Flick to some extent in the pre-season, he did not get the opportunity to showcase his intent and talent as he had to suffer plantar fasciitis. Although this injury was not too serious, it still deprived him of a good opportunity to gain more importance after his return to Barcelona. But as SPORT has noted, his return from this injury is seemingly coming at a good moment. While he is expected to be available for the match against Monaco, it is highly likely that he will start this match on the bench and get some minutes only in the latter phases of the game. Barcelona's outstanding start to the 2024-25 season under Hansi Flick continued with a convincing 4-1 victory over Girona. This win brings their goal tally to an impressive 17 goals in just 5 matches, giving them an average of 3.4 goals per game in La Liga. Such a prolific scoring record highlights the attacking prowess of the team, with a variety of players contributing to this success. In fact, 7 different players have found the back of the net during these 5 matches. Robert Lewandowski has led the way with 4 goals, followed by Lamine Yamal, Rafinha and Dani Olmo, each scoring 3. Pedri has chipped in with 2 goals, while Jules Koundé and Ferran Torres has scored once each. Dani Olmo suffered a hamstring injury and is set to be sidelined for 4-5 weeks, and thus will definitely miss the upcoming game against Monaco. Olmo's absence will be a significant loss for Flick. He already has 3 goals to his name in 3 games and is becoming a structural piece of the team. Thus the German tactician will have to find another formula to replace him in the midfield. For this purpose, SPORT notes that there are 2 main options for Hansi Flick: Ferran Torres and Pablo Torre to play in the third midfield spot with Pedri and Casado. Champions League holders Real Madrid begin this season's competition when they entertain Stuttgart at the Santiago Bernabeu Stadium on Tuesday night. Carlo Ancelotti's side faced their German rivals after a 2-0 win away to Real Sociedad in San Sebastian in a game much more complicated than the final score indicates. Both of Madrid's goals came from the penalty spot, with the first arriving in the second half after Real Sociedad had hit the woodwork 3 times. The absence of Eduardo Camavinga, Dani Ceballos, Jude Bellingham and Aurelien Tchouaméni left Madrid looking unbalanced in central midfield, and although Ancelotti should be able to count on Bellingham and Tchouaméni on Tuesday, you probably won't risk starting them. Paul Merson says he has more chance of winning Strictly Come Dancing than Tottenham winning silverware this season after Spurs boss Ange Postecoglou doubled down on his claims that he wins silverware in his second season at a club. Gabriel Magalhaes' header secured Arsenal a hard-fought 1-0 victory in Sunday's North London derby against Spurs, who have won just 1 out of their opening 4 matches and sit in the bottom half of the table. From Postecoglou's pre-season comments where he said he usually wins trophies in his second season, but now the Spurs boss has amended his statement saying he always wins trophies in his second season, in a hint that he will guarantee success this season. I'll correct myself. I don't usually win things, I always win things in my second year. Nothing has changed, Postecoglou told Sky Sports. I don't say things I don't believe in. The Chelsea winger came off the bench and provided a crucial assist for Christopher Nkunku's late winner at Bournemouth on Saturday, earning the Player of the Match award in the process. After the game, the 24-year-old took to social media to celebrate the win, and his ex-United teammate Fernandes was one of many to congratulate the England international. After Sancho wrote on Instagram, "Delighted to make my Chelsea debut and to top it off with a win, muscle skin tone treat." Fernandes responded on the post, "Some player you fire, keep that smile." Atletico Madrid enjoyed a perfect return to La Liga action in a dominant 3-0 home win over Valencia. Los Rojiblancos remain unbeaten in league games so far this season, with this result their second home 2-0 victory with no goals conceded in Madrid across 3 outings. An impressive run of form is keeping them in the title conversation, and it was 2 of their summer signings who made the key difference. Conor Gallagher eased a dream home debut as he broke into the box to calmly slot home his first goal in Spanish football. However, there was to be one final spark of positivity for the hosts in added time, as substitute Julian Alvarez stayed alive inside the box to stab home his first club goal. However, there was to be one final spark of positivity for the hosts in added time, as substitute Julian Alvarez stayed alive inside the box to stab home his first club goal. When new for President Alexander Ceferin attends the first games of the new Champions League this week, it will be with a considerable security detail. This has led to grumbles from Federation staff, especially since very few people outside football know what he even looks like. There have probably only been 2 moments when the Slovenian official was properly in the public eye. One was when the Super League was launched in April 2021, and Ceferin admirably defended the spirit of European football in a defiant media appearance, all while lambasting executives as snakes and liars. Less publicised from that day was the fact UEFA were also in the process of approving the changes to the Champions League we are going to see enacted this week. This directly led to the second time, as Ceferin was inexplicably put front and centre of UEFA's launch video at the group stage draw. There was no doubting who the star was supposed to be, given there were even jokes at Zlatan Ibrahimovic's expense. The many actual football stars in the video weren't given anything like the same status. Liverpool captain Virgil van Dijk has admitted that his team's performance against Nottingham Forest was not acceptable. The Reds suffered the first defeat of Arne Slot's tenure as they were beaten 1-0 at home by their visitors, with Callum Hudson-Odoi scoring in the 72nd minute. It was only Van Dijk's third defeat in 101 Premier League games at Anfield, and it's something that he does not want to happen again. The hearing into Manchester City's 115 charges for alleged breaches of the Premier League's financial rules begins on Monday. City were charged and referred to an independent commission in February 2023 following a 4-year investigation. It is alleged City breached its financial rules between 2009 and 2018. City strongly deny all charges and has said their case is supported by a comprehensive body of irrefutable evidence. The Premier League claims City breached rules requiring the club to provide accurate financial information that gives a true and fair view of the club's financial position. This information covered club revenue, which includes sponsorship income and operating costs. It has also accused the Premier League champions of not cooperating.